We're very pleased today to have with us two interesting gentlemen. One is Miguel Sanchez and the other one is Nicolas Prophte. And I'm very pleased that they would join us. I'd like to introduce myself. I'd like to introduce Miguel because Miguel has had a very, very esteemed career in the chemical industry. He has a very good background with indigo and other chemicals, but especially indigo. And I would say in my career, some of the top, maybe in the top 10, top group of people I've ever met in my life, Miguel ranks in that level in his knowledge of the industry and his friendliness to share his knowledge with people in the industry. So on that note, Miguel has worked with Kingpins now for how long, 6 or 7 months?
Oh, it's going to be 2 years.
No, 2 years. But 2 years.
Time flies, Andrew, yeah.
So far. Wow. So that's crazy. So 2 years? No.
Yeah, it's going to be in 6 months, it's going to be 2 years.
6 months is 2 years. All right.
It's not tomorrow, but okay.
So I hand over the process of this to Miguel, and he can introduce Nicolas.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Well, Nicolas Prophte is the Vice President of the Global Denim Center for PVH. And I know Nicolas since quite a long time when he was, in another type of job. And I think we, kind of match each other. We got on very well since the very beginning because we share the same ideas about, denim, how denim could be and everything. And since then we have had extremely good, close collaboration. And, his ideas are, very good, very, very well meant for the denim business. And I think it's a pleasure to have Nicolas today here with us to ask a few questions and ask for insights on the, denim world, denim situation. Well, thank you, Nicolas, for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me, Andrew and Miguel. It's a pleasure to be part and to be part of this denim world that we want to move, we want to shake a little bit.
So let me ask you the first question it's about what makes, after so many years, what makes denim still attractive for you personally?
Yeah, so for me, denim is so special. It's special for me because I had, during my experience, the chance to work with different product categories in the apparel business. But for me, denim is the most playful, the most complex in a way, but it's also a ground that you can play with millions of combinations. It's the creativity, the industry also of denim. It's so special, make it so rich that for me the scope is huge. And also it's a place also I'm still learning, still evolving. We always thought that now we arrived to the end and we have no more to do, but we can still challenge the fabric. We can still challenge the process. And we became even more and more creative. So that's for me. This is the embracing this whole industry. This is the most challenging and the most interesting.
Using your word challenge, what are the main challenges that you see the industry having? If you had to name 3, what would they be?
Yeah, but challenges now. It's of course consumers asking for more transparency, asking more for sustainable practice. I think the challenges we have in our industry now is really the alignment of what does it mean a sustainable denim? What does it mean sustainable industry in our scope? So I think there is a lack of alignments. There is too many probably certification. There is too many guidance, but at the end of the day, there is a cacophonic communication in our industry, but also toward the consumer. So I think we need to align between in our industry what does it mean sustainable in a holistic vision, holistic approach. It's not one parameter you take out of the context. No, I think we should scan all our process from the fiber, from the cotton seeds, for example, to the consumer behavior, and really to approach this in a holistic way. And this is the most important, align the industry, and probably for the brands. So for us on the other side, it's also to have also a communication, a fair communication, a true communication, and avoid, I know we are talking about greenwashing, but avoid a miscommunication and avoid the fake claims or the confusing messages to the consumer. That's the main thing.
Actually, that was going to be my third question. Is what is your position about all this messy greenwashing, fake news, confusing communications, and all that? What is your position, and how you think? What is the damage that is causing to the denim industry?
I think there is a completely wrong image of the denim industry, probably outside, in the public, in the press, in the media, because probably we have been exposed, sometimes for the good reason, but probably with the wrong way. So I think we should work first in our industry to align where we have to improve and where are the best practice, because we have some technology, we have some solution already exist, and we should probably focus there. We should share also as a denim industry the best practice and to be more positive, because the message outside is so confused at the consumer level, but even between the industry, we should align there. For the consumer facing, it's even more chaotic, more confusing, because each brand have their own way to communicate to the consumer. Each brand don't have the same expertise level in denim also. So I think sometimes they adopt message too quick, too fast, without checking really the real data or the real topics behind. So I think that's why the mixed message is very difficult to understand, and that's why the consumer probably is lost.
We, as you know, we created a foundation this year called the Transformers Foundation, and the idea of the Transformers Foundation is that the members of the foundation are part of the supply chain from all different levels. And the supply chain believes that they have a very good insight into how things are manufactured and have a good idea of best practices in the manufacturing of things. How do you see the initiative of change to the current status quo of denim and work towards a positive denim? And can Transformers assist in that in any way?
I think I always use this word collaborative brilliance. I think we have a lot of goodwill. We have good people, good intention. I think we need a kind of chief of orchestra and bring all the instruments together and really align, because I think that of course we are in a competition. Let's say the different mills or the different actors in our industry. But I think for once, for this kind of topic, very important about sustainable practice, we should align and to put the rules all together and really to engrave on the stone that, guys, these should be our top 10 priorities. Should be our challenges in our industry, and we should tackle it in the same way, in the same time, with the same tool and the same measuring tool, and to be aligned. And I think the alignment of the industry, probably for me, is the first step, really, and to use your foundation as a platform, as a connecting platform, and as a tribune, also as a stage. And of course, for me, it's not anymore talking about it. It's really to make it in practice. This is for me the key, because I think we have the same view on that. We talk a lot. There is a lot of webinar talks, but I think now it's time for action. And I hope this is the main target of your foundation. It's action. Now it's for action.
I always say, when you're hungry, it's not useful to talk about food.
Yes.
Much better to eat it.
Exactly. I think it's time. I think the time is already ticking, and we know that. Our time is quite. We lost already too much time. It's really not for real action, a real plan.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for your interview. Is there anything that you want to say before we cut off?
No, I think no. I think I'm quite positive, and I think a lot of people will of course come to knock the door and are willing to also to be part of this movement and really to make it happen.
We hope so.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, guys.
Good luck. Be safe, everybody.